Hi, and thank you so much for taking the time to visit AmbitiousCycle.com. My name is Anabell Gutierrez, and I'm the creator and founder of AmbitiousCycle.com, a place where employees like yourself come to learn how to increase their work happiness, meanwhile assisting them in actively approaching their job as their career. Today, I'm so excited to share 5 tips on how to turn your day job into your dream job. We at Ambitious Cycle believe that a lot of the dissatisfaction that employees like you experience comes from your perception of your positions in the organizations you work for. We know that just a slight change in mindset, as well as implementing some key actions, can create an amazing work culture for you. Working with the right frame of mind helps you give 100% to your job, which promotes productivity, which then translates to company profits. We like to call this an ambitious cycle versus the vicious cycle of employee frustration, quitting, or termination, also known as high turnover. But it's so important to stress that it begins with you, the employee. The reason I know that these strategies work is because I have personally and effectively implemented them in my work and managed to have the most amazing work experience ever. See, before doing this, I quit job after job. One year I had 4 different jobs. I've had positions in different industries such as healthcare, the legal field, to real estate. And after quitting many jobs because I was never happy in any of them, I started thinking that there was something wrong with me. I thought I must be unemployable, or worse yet, not very smart if I couldn't remain in a position for very long. Not only did I quit jobs because I was so unhappy, but I blamed my employees for it, and they had nothing to do with my unhappiness. I took a period of time to do some self-reflection, a lot of reading, self-development, and getting really honest with myself about what I wanted to do with my life. I went back to college for a degree in business and organizational management because I thought this would help me understand the workplace a bit better. I did all this while still working at a job I wasn't very happy at. And guess what? I've learned a lot. I learned what businesses look for in employees. I learned what employees can do to make their jobs so enjoyable that they can't wait for Monday to come, and what employers gain from having employees like this in their organizations. All of these things I've learned in the past 15 years, and I will be teaching you them all here at AmbitiousCycle.com. The most important things I realized during my time in self-reflection was that I take myself everywhere I go. I learned that I was blaming my employers for my unhappiness, and that it was my responsibility to make myself happy with my career choices. So let's get back to the 5 tips on how to turn your day job into your dream job. Tip number 1, clarity. Be clear about your job description and responsibilities. When you know what you have to do, you know how to do it. This allows you to schedule your work and prioritize your duties accordingly. For example, when I was a legal secretary at a defense firm, I was responsible for working with 3 lawyers. I had to schedule my day based on each lawyer's calendar, and on important opinions I had to transcribe or type. Things with close deadlines were a priority, and checking correspondence was left as a light afternoon task. The more important motions I had to type were always completed in the morning when I had a fresh mind. What clarity means? When you know what you have to do, you know how to do it. Tip number 2 on how to turn your day job into your dream job. Communication. This refers to communication with your coworkers and upper management. Communicating concerns and ideas, and most importantly your frustrations, keeps you working from an honest place and avoids holding in any resentments that can keep you in a negative frame of mind, which can keep you from giving 100% to your career. For example, if you're an administrative assistant with an idea that can increase your office's filing system productivity, tell them. They'll love you for it. You're showing initiative and proof that you're thinking outside the box. Communicating your concerns, ideas, and frustrations keeps you from working from an honest place. Tip number 3 on how to turn your day job into your dream job. Energy. Staying energized by sleeping well during the work week, eating healthy, drinking water to stay hydrated, and taking necessary mental breaks to recharge promotes good endurance. I heard a mentor of mine, Brendan Burchard, the author of The Millionaire Messenger and The Charge, Brendan Burchard said something that really resonated with me. He said, "You don't have energy, you generate energy." That means that you have the ability to make the energy you want by treating our bodies with respect and feeding it the proper nutrients. If you're a waitress or someone with a job that requires a lot of walking or endurance, you understand what it means to have energy to perform your job. Tip number 4 on how to turn your day job into your dream job. Connection. This refers to connecting with your clients and/or work in front of you, sometimes referred to as engagement or remaining present. When your clients, patients, or customers feel that you're fully engaged or present, they're more compelled to engage back, which can turn into a successful sales transaction or patient experience. Which brings me to my last point. Tip number 5 on how to turn your day job into your dream job. Create. This is about creating your ideal workspace that inspires productivity and efficiency. For example, I love listening to music while I work, especially while I write. It gives me energy and puts me in a really fun and creative mood. Your creative space is also your desk, office decor, or your work area in general. Do you have an organized, neat, and functional space? It's important to have a work area that you love coming to each and every day so that you're inclined to create really efficient work. The 5 tips we discussed today were clarity, communication, energy, connection, and create. When you implement these tips, I'd love to hear your feedback, so contact me. It's our goal at Ambitious Cycle to help you make every one of your work weeks begin with a TGIM. Thank goodness it's Monday. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next Monday.